morning! Welcome to this week's episode of Family Saturdays at Home. My name is Kate Fagervik, and I am the Manager of Visitor Experience at the Salmon Arm Arts Center. In today's episode, I am joined by my friends Elizabeth and her baby Mara, and together they teach us how to create low-mess, baby-safe paintings. Once the painting dries, Elizabeth shows how you can go in with a pen or your favorite drawing supply to add contour drawings on top of the paint. It's incredibly beautiful, and I can't wait to see what you create. I will let Mara take it away and let you know the supplies that you'll need to join us in this episode of Gallery Gaga. See you soon.
Hello. Hi. Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth and this is my baby Mara, and today we're going to be showing you how to do some mess-free painting that's safe for little hands. This is fun for any age. Yeah, it's fun for any age, but it's especially nice for little ones like Mara, who's only a year old, because it keeps the paint off their hands, which is really great if your kid like mine likes to put everything in their mouth to explore new things. So we're gonna get started, and I hope you can join along and have fun. I've kind of tailored this to younger kids, but like I said before, I think you could really adapt it to any age. It just kind of depends how creative you want to get, and yeah. So what we're gonna be doing, it's a mommy and me, or dad and me, or grandma and me activity. So you need one kid and one adult. We also need some paint. We're using tempera paint here just because it's a little bit less toxic, but really anything you have will help, will work. I'm also using some paper, and this paper I'm using is watercolor paper because it's nice and thick, so if it gets really wet from all the paint, it's not going to crumple and break. But I think really you could use anything you have lying around. Cardstock would work really good, or even cardboard if you don't have fancy paper like this at home. You'll also need a plastic bag, like a Ziploc or resealable bag. You could probably also use something like cling wrap, but it just might make a bit of a bigger mess. I like these because everything is contained inside. You can seal it, and then there's no paint going on little hands or getting into little mouths. What else do we need? We need some paint brushes. Mara likes to show off the paint brushes. You could also use a palette knife, or even a spoon. Whatever you have lying around would probably work. We also have some painter's tape. You can see that, and some pens. So I'm going to show you what we're working on. This is a collaborative project that you can do with your adult, or you know what, maybe if you're a bigger kid, you could do both steps yourself. Really use your imagination and make some really neat things. I'm going to get a bit closer so you can see these. So the baby or the kid is going to be doing the colored part, and then the adult or maybe a big kid is going to be doing the drawing over top. So that's one example I have. And that's another one. And this one Okay, let's see. Mara's dropped everything on the ground over here. She's very good at throwing things on the floor. So this is what you need to do. You're going to get your paper, and this job is for the adults or maybe a big kid. You get the paper, and you get the brush, and the kids get to pick out the colors that they want to use. So we're going to ask baby Mara which color she'd like today. You'd like the green? What other color would you like? You just want the green? Well, let's see. Maybe we'll do some yellow. Is there another color you like, Mara? You like the yellow? Let's try maybe some brown. So this paint is in little sealed tubs, which is why I'm letting Mara play with it right now, because she doesn't quite know how to open those. But like anything, you're going to want to watch your kid, make sure that it is safe. If they put it in their mouth like that. Okay, so parents, you really didn't want to give me that, did you? We're going to be using the brushes or the palette knives to scoop out little bits of the paint, and you're just going to put a random glob on the page in whatever order you want. You're kind of just doing this randomly. I'm trying to get the babies not to take it from you. This is just setting up the project. If your little one's a little bit bigger, they're probably able to do this part with you, but Mara's only one, so I'm going to help her with it. You can use your paintbrushes for this. I'm using my palette knife because Mara will be very grumpy if I try to take her paintbrushes from her right now, and we're going to try to avoid that. Okay, so we're just kind of randomly plopping paint on there. You want enough because we want it to be able to get squished in the next step. So you don't want it too thin, but something like that. I'm going to get closer to show you. So just randomly glob it on there, fairly thick. And then parents, grandparents, helpers, big people, you're going to get your bag and open it up and try to get it pretty big because you don't want your paint to smear in there too much. And you're going to just kind of carefully slide that painty paper in there. And then you can get lots of the air out, ziplock it closed like that. So that way the paint's safe in here, so it's not going to get all over your little one's hands or in their mouths or all over your house. So now you've got your paper, you've got your paint. I'm going to put it in front of Mara, and I'm going to use the painter's tape. You can use masking tape, really whatever you have handy. I like painter's tape because it's nice and easy to take off at the end. So we're going to tape it onto the table. This will hopefully keep it so the baby doesn't rip it off. It's not really working too well for us right now because Mara is very strong, but in a minute here she'll kind of forget about the tape, hopefully. Alright, so this is the fun part. Now your baby or your little kid or your big kid gets to do the painting part. So they're just going to smack the paint, smush it, whatever they want to do to it. Mara really is into using tools right now, so I've brought some things like her favorite rolling pin. We've got brushes she can use to poke it and squish it around. I'm hoping that she forgets I've taped that down soon. Yeah. And this is really just about paint exploration at this age. Kind of low expectation. It's just about fun. It kind of gets them used to the materials, like paintbrushes and paint, but in a safe way. We're not worried that she's going to be eating anything toxic. You can get them interested in the colors, in the paint, in the plastic bag. Yep, you're going to put Mommy's face. So I'm going to get you a little bit closer so you can see what's going on. It might take a little while if your little one's not in the mood for this. Mara seems a little indifferent right now, but Sometimes she's really into this. I think the camera's a little exciting right now. You can squish it. You like Mommy's necklace, don't you? There we go. Your little one might be really into this. Other ones, maybe not so much. You say hello to everybody? When Mara was younger, we did this, and she would sit on the Ziploc bag to squish the paint around. We would hold her up so her little feet could take steps on it. Like I said earlier, Mara's really into tools right now, so the ones we've done recently, she's been using her paintbrushes and some of her toys to really squish that paint around. I think Mara can see herself in the video right now, so she's having a bit more fun saying hello to everybody than she is having fun painting. There's really no wrong way to do this. If your little one's not into it, no problem. They might be into it another time. I try not to force her into things like this. If she's really not feeling it, I want to keep it fun. She's really into my necklace right now instead. Maybe we can use my necklace as part of this. Again, you'd want to supervise, obviously, but that might be a fun thing to squish into the paint. Yeah, you've got a necklace. Can you slap your paper? Uh-oh, we lost a paintbrush. Can you slap like this? Mommy's gonna take the necklace. Can you slap the paper like this? Whack, whack, whack. Mara was really into smacking the paper yesterday when we tried this. Where'd your rolling pin go? Oh, there it is. Can you use your rolling pin on the paper like this? I'll save that for later. I think maybe we'll take a little break and we'll try coming back and see if Mara's a little more into it. We'll see you in a bit. Hi, we're back. So Mara's been having a bit of fun with her painting. She's found her hammer toy. If you can see that, she was having a lot of fun whacking the hammer on there, and it's made a lot of really neat marks on her page. She's had a lot of fun whacking Mummy with the hammer too. Whack, whack. She's also had a lot of fun with her paintbrush, squishing the paint around with that. She's not really feeling it with her fingers today, but you know what, other days we've done this, she's really enjoyed squishing the colors around. There's really no wrong way to do it. It's just about having fun. It's just about getting used to paint and color and mark making. But I think Mara is telling me that she's all done. She's not really interested in it anymore. So I'm going to show you the next step. So we take this off the table. I'm going to bring it a bit closer so you can see it. So you can see there's some squish marks, some finger marks, some hammer marks. You're gonna very carefully, this is a job for the adults, the big people. You open up your bag I try to get it quite open because you're going to want to try to peel the paper away from the plastic without smearing the image too much. Like that. You see how I've kind of pushed it to the back? And then you can just slide it out. Put it back away. So this is Mara's painting. This is Mara's half. I really like here where those hammer marks have made some really cool impressions. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? So we're going to hang this up to dry, and then when it's all dry, either me or maybe Dad or maybe Mara would like to try coloring out on it. When the paint's all dry, then you can come in and you can draw on it. I'll show you some of my other ones again. So the colored parts was where Mara did her painting. And then when it was all dry, I came in with my drawing pens. These guys here. You could use a pencil, you could use a Sharpie, you could use markers, really anything you have handy. And you can come in and draw over top of it. And I had a lot of fun drawing because I don't know what my sketch is going to be until Mara has finished her painting. And I try to base what I draw on the different shapes that she's made while she's painting. So this one I did a birdhouse and a tree. And then on these two I did some marigold flowers because she picked out these really nice yellows and oranges and greens. So I'm going to hang Mara's wet painting. You want to look at that one? Is that for me? Thank you. Maybe did one on both sides of this. We kind of messed up on the back here, so we did it again on this side. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope, that you don't get a painting in your eye. I hope that you guys had fun. If you do make your own paintings and drawings, I would love to see them. And I hope everyone is staying safe and having fun out there. It's really a great way to relieve some stress and get creative to make this art with your family. And when this is all over, you have some really neat, beautiful keepsakes of the lockdown time. Mara and I are very happy that we got to spend Saturday with you, and we hope to see you again soon. All right, bye-bye. Wave bye-bye. Bye-bye. No, you can stare goodbye. There you are, bye-bye.